Hey guys, Joe from FAF Airsoft, and I'm pretty excited to be in a video for once. George let me. He lost a bet, so now you guys have to deal with it. And today, I'm going to be talking about a gate Aster MOSFET today. And before you guys right here, I have a demo gun, the Edge 2.0 by Specna Arms, because these bad boys have it pre-installed, which is pretty awesome. What really makes these MOSFETs awesome is the fact that you can program them, meaning that you can change the firing modes on your gun. So if you want to change to binary functions, burst modes, anything awesome like that, you have the capabilities with this MOSFET. Included in your box, whether you buy the Edge 2.0 or the MOSFET itself, will be a programming card. Now on the back, they kind of give you step-by-step instructions on how to access a programming feature and kind of what those programs can do. It can be really confusing on what it is exactly you're trying to read and what you're trying to program itself. So today I'd like to simplify it for you and just show you guys exactly how to do it for yourself. The first things first, before we even program it, you actually have to have your batteries plugged in and set it into the semi function and pull the trigger. It will fire, so what you want to do is take the proper safety precautions. Stepping one, eye pro, always eye pro. Remember, eyes are cheap. That's not right. Remember, goggles are cheap, eyes are not. So first step then is going to pull the trigger and hold it for 7 seconds and contemplate all of life's mysteries and solve world hunger. Anyways, once that's ready to go, we can remove our safety glasses and go ahead and start going through the functions. The first function that we have, it'll be a fire mode. Now, what you'll hear is a single beep, and then you'll also have a dark blue light protruding through the trigger well. Now you can pull the trigger and that will move you on to the second section, which this one is the burst mode. Here you will hear 2 beeps, and then you'll also have a light blue light shining through that trigger well. Let's move on. Pull the trigger again, 3 beeps, and you'll get a green light through that trigger well. This one here is your voltage protection. Pull the trigger again, we'll go into the fourth section. 4 beeps and a pink light will shine through that trigger well. This one is your active braking. And then for those of you who are feeling Gucci and fancy, the 5th one will be 5 beeps and an orange light will protrude through that trigger well. This one is your advanced setting. Now I recommend the majority of you to stay away from this. This is where you can really fine tune your gun, but really it can be quite difficult and confusing to go through. Definitely stay out of that section there. All right, let's start with the first one, the fire mode. So we want to change our fire modes, say and we can look at our card, we can go from safe and semi and auto. Let's go to safe, binary, and auto. So since we are happy with the section we're at, we're going to swap the selector switch to full auto. Once she is in that full auto position, this is where we can then focus on this section of the column right here. Right now we hear a single beep and a dark blue light protruding through the trigger well, meaning that our gun is in the safe, semi, and full auto section. Let's say we want to put it in the safe, binary, and full auto section. What we're going to do is go ahead and pull the trigger to cycle it through. There we will hear 2 beeps coming from the gun, as well as a light blue light shining through the trigger well. Now that we're happy with our selection, we're going to move the selector switch into the semi-auto position. Once we hear that beep, that means that that sucker has been saved, and now our gun should be shooting in the safe, binary, and full auto. So right now, I'm in the semi position, and when I pull the trigger, she should shoot once, and then when I let go, shoot again. There we go. We are in binary, and then the full auto position should be full auto. All right, but now let's try something a little more complicated. Let's actually swap this gun into safe, semi, and burst mode, and then we're going to change the burst mode from 3-round burst to 5-round burst. Let's start. Once again, eye pro, mags out, barrel back. Pull the trigger, 7-second wait, and just pure sadness and loneliness. Once we've been alerted, we know we're in programming mode, and we are in firing mode. All right, and now we're going to move our selector switch from the semi position to the full auto position. And what we're going to listen for and cycle through is 4 beeps and a pink light. And now, after it beeps 4 times and the trigger well shines a pink light, we know we are in the safe, semi in burst mode. Let's go ahead and save it. And now let's test it, make sure we're good. iPro on, semi, burst mode. Perfect. So now we are in the correct settings, but let's change that burst mode from 3-round burst to 5-round burst. Once again, iPro, hold the trigger, 7 seconds of sadness. And now we're in programming mode. So now, instead of going to the firing mode, we're gonna go ahead and cycle to section 2, that's in the top column. Now that we are in the burst mode, and we want to change that, we can move the selector switch from the semi position to the full auto position. Okay, so now let's swap our burst mode to 5-round burst and have it also interrupted. Meaning if I let go of the trigger, it should stop trying to fire. So when we cycle through it, we're going to listen for 4 beeps and look for pink light. Now that we're happy with our selection, we're going to move the selector switch from the full auto position to the semi-auto position to save it, and then back to safe. Now, let's test out to see if we got it right. iPro on, semi-auto. And now, 5-round burst. And let's see if she will stop shooting when I let go of the trigger. Aha! Fantastic. For the other selections, again, you'll have battery protection. It should automatically have that set to beep when the battery is low. I recommend leaving that on, so we're going to skip that. And again, active braking is set to auto. Active braking prevents your motor from overspinning, preventing your gun from shooting twice, and also a lot of wear and tear. Well guys, that should cover the basics of the Gate Aster MOSFET programming system. Feel free to visit us at foxairsoft.com, and if you guys have any questions, shoot us a call or send us an email to sales@foxairsoft.com. And as always guys, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell notification, or whatever button, the likes, you guys hit it, smash it, lick it, punch it, poke it. Hit that subscribe button and ring those bell notifications, guys. Or if you're on any other platforms, hit those likes. Really appreciate you guys watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys again. Take care.